The history of Railroad Street Bar and Grill, Linfield, Limerick, Pennsylvania. Before it was a bar, before it was a grill, before it was a place people went on purpose, this building existed because of movement, the railroad. In the 1800s, southeastern Pennsylvania grew outward from its rail lines. Trains carried coal, goods, mail, and people, and towns formed where those lines mattered. Linfield was one of those places, small, practical, and shaped by the steady rhythm of trains coming and going. The building that now houses Railroad Street Bar and Grill was originally tied to that movement. It served travelers, workers, and locals who needed a place to stop, a place to eat, a place to rest, a place to gather. It functioned as an inn and hotel for much of its early life. A practical building meant to be used. People passed through its doors at all hours. Some stayed the night. Others stayed only long enough for a meal or a drink. That constant traffic gave the building a certain anonymity. No one questioned who belonged there. Everyone did. That would matter later. When Prohibition began in 1920, the law said alcohol was finished in America. But the demand never disappeared. In towns connected by railroads, enforcement was uneven and often quiet. This building did not close. It adapted. During Prohibition, it operated as a speakeasy, not loudly, not recklessly, quietly and carefully. There were no signs advertising drinks, no open invitations. Entry depended on trust, timing, and familiarity. The railroad helped provide cover. Trains brought in new faces daily. Workers passed through. Travelers came and went. That movement made secrecy easier. Alcohol was hidden, drinks were poured discreetly, conversations stayed low. Everyone knew what was happening, but no one said it out loud. Prohibition was federal law. Life was local. The building survived those years because it remained useful. It was a place people relied on. And when Prohibition ended in 1933, the transition back to legality was immediate. The doors opened fully. The secrecy lifted. The building returned to daylight. Through the mid-20th century, the space continued operating as a local bar and gathering place. Ownership changed, names shifted, but the function stayed the same. It served workers, neighbors, and regulars. It was never flashy. It never needed to be. By the late 20th century, many buildings like this disappeared. Some were demolished. Others were stripped of character. Some simply closed and never reopened. This one survived. In 2006, the building entered its modern chapter when it became Railroad Street Bar and Grill. The name acknowledged what had always been true. The railroad was not just nearby, it was the reason the place existed at all. The new version of Railroad Street did not try to erase the past. It leaned into it. The food became a reason to come, not just a convenience. Burgers made from locally sourced beef. Creative grilled cheese sandwiches. Comfort food done with intention. The bar became a destination, a rotating selection of beers, a place to sit, talk, and stay longer than planned. Inside, the walls began to fill with magnets, but not just as decoration. Railroad Street Bar and Grill started creating custom magnet designs that change weekly. Each one is different. New artwork, new themes, new ideas, and they are given out to customers for free. What began as a small tradition turned into something much bigger. People started saving them, trading them, collecting them. Regulars plan visits around new releases. Visitors take them home as souvenirs. Over time, the magnets began traveling far beyond Linfield, mailed, traded, and carried across the country and around the world. The walls inside the bar became a living archive, not curated, not planned, just built organically, one magnet at a time. Each design marks a moment, a week, a memory of being there. In a building shaped by movement for more than a century, the magnets became a modern version of the same idea. Small pieces of Railroad Street moving outward, carried by the people who pass through. The building returned to its original purpose, not just serving food and drink, but hosting people. Today, Railroad Street Bar and Grill is a modern business with deep roots. It is open, visible, and welcoming. but the history never left. The same walls that once hid bottles during Prohibition now hold conversations and laughter. The same building that once relied on secrecy now thrives on community. It has survived because it has always known how to adapt. From railroad stop to hotel, from speakeasy to neighborhood bar, from local watering hole to destination restaurant. Not by reinventing itself every decade, but by understanding what it was meant to be. A place where people gather. A place shaped by movement. A place that lasts. Some businesses chase trends. Others survive by remembering why they exist. Railroad Street Bar and Grill belongs to the second kind.
Is stranger than you think. From forgotten battles to bizarre inventions, we uncover the stories that make you say, "What the history?"